Hello friends, today I'm talking about the new makeup range from W7, which is called Very Vegan. If you watched my last video, the beauty chat video, I did briefly mention this range. W7 recently released this fully vegan makeup range. It's got the Vegan Society sunflower on the back. Hopefully you can see. And it's an entire range, so I said I was going to try some bits and I got some stuff to show you. I'm going to demo it, so I've already done my foundation and eyebrows and stuff because I didn't buy a foundation, a concealer, powder, any eyebrow products or a bronzer. So I'm going to show you everything that I did buy and I'm going to flash the prices up on screen as I show you. Starting off with the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Eco Natural Nude Eye Colour Palette. When you open it, it has a little brush with a, it's got one foamy end and one brush end. I don't know why they bother. So that's what it looks like. As you would guess by the name, it's very neutral. It looks very much to me like one of the Naked palettes from Urban Decay, but then they are known for making dupes of those. I also bought a highlighter. This is the box that it comes in. And then if I take it out, God, this nail one is just crap. I put it on last night and it's chipped already. Never understand why people love Zoya so much, because I just think they're not very good. Right, I can't bloody open it now. That's what it looks like outside of the box. So I bought a highlighter. What shade is it? Nature's Glow. It's got like a heart embossed onto it. Quite like that. It's pretty. I also dropped it. Please be okay. Yeah. I also bought a blush. I bought the shade Sugar Sugar. It's really hard to tell from the website what the shades were going to be like, so I went for one that looked kind of like a peachy pink. It's got that same heart embossing, which you can hopefully see, which I think is dead cute. I also bought the mascara, eyeliner, and a lipstick. The shade I got was Precious Pink. It's got W7 embossed onto the tip. I think that's really cute. It looks quite vibrant, so we'll see. We'll see how I get on with that. So I'm going to start by swatching the eyeshadow palette. So it does have shade names written on the back. So the first shade is called Beachy, which looks like it's going to be very, not really show up that much because it's kind of like a my skin tone shade. The next shade is called Sandstone. Oh, that's pretty. Nice gold. Then we've got Wheat. Obviously these are finger swatches and, you know, they're not always going to apply the same with the brush. That's Wheat. Ignore my... Ugh. That's Wheat. Next up is Cinnamon. Slightly darker than the first gold, which was called Sandstone. So far that's been... The first one was a matte. The next three were shimmers, so we've got another matte. The next one is the second matte shade, and it's called Earthy. It's that one. That's nice. I like that a lot. Kind of like nice taupey colour. Next up, another shimmer called Chestnut. The swatches are running away. So that's the first six. So far we've had 2 mattes and 4 shimmers. Let's do the second half of the palette. Next shade is called Birch. which is not showing up that well on camera because it's quite bright outside. It's another shimmer, and it's kind of a taupey gold. Next shade is called Ash, which is kind of a dark taupey silver. These don't show up that well on my hand. Let's hope they look better on the eyes. The next shade's called Barley. I hope this one shows up. That is pretty. That is a nice silver. Next shade is called Autumn. That is gorgeous. Kind of warmish gold. That's really nice. I like that one a lot. I'm definitely going to use that today. Next up we have Woodland. Which is it a matte? It's not a matte, it's kind of between a satin and a shimmer. Dark brown. Very cool toned. In fact, all of this palette's quite cool toned. And then the last one's called Charcoal, which is a black. It's pretty pigmented. So there we go, that's the second half of the palette. Okay, so from the swatches it looks pretty nice, some nice colours. They swatch quite well. Obviously I finger swatched them, which always means they're more vibrant than when you do it with a brush. But let's give it a go. So I've put eye primer on my right eye and not on my left. I want to see how they perform with and without primer. Although to be honest, pretty much all eyeshadows crease on me without a primer anyway, even expensive ones. So I wouldn't look down on an eyeshadow for creasing without a primer, but obviously if it creases with it, then yes I would. This is quite a cool toned palette, which I personally like, but if you're more of a warm toned kind of person, you might not like it. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm just going to test out some of the shadows. I'm not doing a tutorial, so I'm just going to kind of crack on with it, and then I will sort of list as I'm going along what shades I'm using. Okay, so I'm just zooming in to show you the very basic eye look I've created. They blended nicely, the shimmers performed really well. There's a little bit of skipping on the matte, but you know, nothing crazy. Also, hopefully you can see, there is a bit of fallout from the shimmers, but nothing too crazy, so I'm happy with that. Let's see how easily that fallout comes away. I'm just going to put a little bit of my powder onto a powder brush and just sweep it away. That took most of it off. There's still a little bit on my face, but you know, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's try out the eyeliner. So this is the Very Vegan liquid liner, which I can't open. Oh, here we go. That's what it looks like. So it's kind of a pen shaped tip. It feels quite firm, not too flexible. I find these type of applicators hit or miss, so we'll see how I do with it. Okay, personally don't like this applicator at all. I've never liked applicators like this. I think it's not flexible enough to get a smooth line. Formula wise, it went on okay. And I don't think it needs too much touching up, a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is try the other eye with my own brush and see how I get on with that. And let me find a little tiny weeny brush. The only one I can find is this one, and I don't think it's actually vegan because it's really old. But it's the only one I've got that's going to fit inside there. Okay, let's give that a try. I'm going to just wipe the excess off onto a tissue. This wasn't my best idea ever. I think this is going to be one hell of a terrible wing. This is why I don't do wing liner on camera very often, because I suck at it. Okay, I'm going to stop there, otherwise this is going to be even more of a hot mess, but it's easier with my own brush. I still think I still made a pig's ear of it, you know, and I can't blame that really 100% on the product, because it's probably mainly my crap, you know, my shoddy eyeliner skills. But I will say that this wouldn't be my first choice for an eyeliner, but it doesn't look terrible. It's nice and opaque, it's nice and dark. Let's see how it wears. That's the test for me. Okay, let's try the mascara. But yeah, I hate the applicator, but the formula seems quite nice. Just ignore my shoddy application. Right, let's try the mascara. Right off the bat, it's got quite a big wand. If you like quite a traditional fluffy kind of mascara wand, you might like this. There's not a ton of product on it, which is good. I find with big mascara wands, I get mascara everywhere, as I have already done. Which is why I like smaller, like plasticky ones better, but it's just because I'm messy. It's pretty nice so far. I like it. I have got it everywhere, but again, not a fault of the product, fault of the user. Or poke myself in the eye. Okay, let's try bottom lashes. Does everybody make that face when they put mascara on? It's my don't blink, don't blink, don't blink face. Okay, I'm the messiest person in the world and I have mascara everywhere. I'm going to leave it to dry. My camera shut off there, so I'm not exactly sure what I was saying, but basically I got mascara everywhere because I'm messy. So I had to go downstairs, get a new card, blah blah blah. I'm going to attempt to remove the mascara that I got everywhere. That came off really easily. So yes, what I was going to do, that's right, what I was going to do before my camera cut off was highlight the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to use the shade Wheat, which is the lightest shimmer shade in the palette. Yeah, that is totally the wrong brush for that, Sal. Sort it out, because all that did was dig a bunch of product out and not really apply it very well. Oh yeah, that's better. So eyeshadow palette so far really like. Eyeliner don't like. Mascara not bad. I'm going to put a second coat on. The blush. So as I said, the shade I got is called Sugar Sugar. Looks really pretty. I'm looking forward to trying it. From a quick swatch, looks quite matte, doesn't look like it's got a ton of shimmer in. It's pigmented. It is really quite pigmented. I put quite a bit on my brush, but oh, I like that a lot. That is definitely a me colour. That is very pretty. I love a peachy pink blush. That is really nice. That's a win so far. Hopefully that'll last well. And then the highlighter, I got Natural Glow because it was the lightest one, and it looks a little dark for me, I'm not gonna lie, but it swatches quite nicely, so let's give it a go. I've been going ham with the highlighter lately, so I'm gonna not be shy. Can you hear that? That's my bra. My bra's squeaking. Can you see that? Now I'm not sure this is going to show up on camera because it's actually really quite subtle. But it's really pretty. Can you see that? It's really nice. It's very subtle. It's like a nice sheen. I mean, I've put loads on to get it to show up on camera, but I really like that. That's a nice everyday kind of highlighter, you know, not too in your face. Okay, so the last thing I've got is lipstick. I don't think I'm going to like this colour. It looks shimmery, but I'm going to give it a go. I've got a bit of lip oil on, so I'm just going to take that off. Right. Precious Pink. Oh, it smells nice. It smells fruity, but it looks really shiny, like shimmer shiny. It looks like something I'd have loved in the 90s. So let's see. Whoa. Whoa. Holy pigment, Batman. I mean, I'm barely pressing that to my lips. that. God, I'm making a right mess. I'm terrible at lipstick straight from the bullet. Really pigmented. It feels very glossy on the lips, so it feels very much like it's not going to last at all. I mean, like, I'm going to have some water, hang on. And I have water, I have lipstick all over the place. But, excuse my terrible application, but that is actually pretty. And it's really pigmented. Like, I was shocked how much came off when I just barely touched it to my lips. So I'll let you know how it wears. I have a feeling from the feel of the formula that it's not going to last very long. But it isn't one of the matte ones. I didn't pick a matte one on purpose because I quite like a glossier lip in the summer. Anyway, that is my full face with the W7 range, very vegan range. Initial thoughts are that this is really nice. If you like cooler shades, you'll really like this. It reminds me of Naked 2 by Urban Decay, if you have that palette. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to write a blog post on how this all wears and what I think of it. By the time this video goes up, that blog post should be up, so I will link to that in the description box below. But so far, I love this. I love these, the highlighter and the blush. They're both gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how well they wear throughout the day. I'm not putting a setting spray. Actually, do you know what? I think I might put a setting spray on half of my face just to see how they do without it. So I've primered my eye on the right side and I've setting sprayed the right side. So that will give you an idea of how well they last with and without a setting spray. As for the other bits, don't like this eyeliner at all. I mean, it doesn't look terrible when I did it with my brush, but I don't like the applicator. And I'm kind of, the jury's out on this, on the mascara so far, because I want to try it without eyeliner to see how it does. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've tried any of this range. I'd love to know what you think. Take a look at my blog post for details on how it wears and swatches and fun stuff like that. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon.